Okay, and as you're here in Shavasana, assess your body and send your awareness throughout and breathe. So as you breathe and think and sense and feel, the prana is the subtle aspect of the breath, the energy. So it moves energy to the parts you pay attention to, including blood flow and everything. So let your mind sort of move into the space of your body, diffuse through your body, sense and feel your entire body. And allow your body to release the gripping of the bone, flesh to bone, and surrender to the support of the floor beneath you. Like you're being held by Mother Earth, right? You can let go. And then observe the flow of your breath as you let go. So you can imagine your body is like the banks of a stream, right? And the breath, the prana, the energy is the water. And sense and feel where there's congestion, like bricks and rocks and sticks and leaves, and right, and gently nudge that with your breath, your awareness, and see if you can allow those parts that are gripping to release more. And so the prana can flow through evenly and freely, like a river flowing freely. So this is Shavasana, corpse pose. Letting go, it's a practice of letting go. And first letting go of the holding on in the body, which corresponds to holding on in the mind and the emotions as well, right? So observe the connection. It's not like they're separate things. It's like a fabric, woven fabric of things with different dyes and patterns and so on. It's all in there and bigger than the body, even. The mind is bigger than the body. The body exists in the mind. And if you go even deeper, everything exists in the mind. So letting go. It's a nice beginning. We used to do this in Shivananda every single time. It kind of gets you out of your gestalt, ideally, so you can begin new and fresh with a new and fresh idea. So now let us begin. So make sure you have enough space overhead. So if you have props all around, you might want to move the props or move your mat a little bit more into the middle of the room so that when you extend your arms overhead, you don't touch the wall above your head. You just pull your whole setup into the middle of the room. And then draw your knees up one by one, and we'll just do a little arch and release. We did this last week, right? So your knees are bent, feet are hip width distance apart, comfortable distance from each other and from your body. So it's just easy to hold your legs up. And then inhaling, you just lift your lower back a little bit off the mat and start to roll your hips towards your feet, like a rolling pin. So you're pressing the sitting bones and tailbone down, very minimal. And then smoothly release the engagement of your lower back muscles that you used to do that and come back to neutral and observe neutral, especially in your lower back, and make any adjustments in your neck if your neck gets stuck in the process. Inhale, you lift the lower back right above the sacrum area, right at the hip, and roll the pelvis down towards the feet, pressing the sitting bones and tailbone down, arching the lower back, lift it off the mat, and observe how that pulls your whole spine down towards your feet. Allow your chin to pull into your chest. And then smoothly release the engagement of your back. Come to neutral and observe neutral. So you're not engaging the front. Just release anything holding on in the front. You're only working with the back. Inhale, you lift your lower back muscles, engage, and you roll your pelvis down towards your sitting bone and tailbone. So you're arching your lower back. Your feet might get a little light as you press your sitting bones and tailbone down and allow the back of the neck to lengthen as your spine pulls down towards your feet. And then smoothly release and observe the release of those muscles as you come back to neutral. And observe neutral. Observe how neutral has changed. Like if one side of your back was further from the mat, maybe now it's closer, maybe now it's touching the mat. So you've released some chronic engagement of your lower back muscles. Then we'll do the opposite, flatten. So you take an inhale into your lower belly, and then as you exhale, sink your lower belly down. And when you do that, it's like this middle of a blender pulling down, right? And so as you sink the lower belly, if you relax your legs, you might feel your knees pulling in towards each other, your frontal hip points coming towards each other. And you're pressing your lower back down now and allowing your hips to roll back. So your sitting bones and tailbone curl up off the mat towards the backs of your knees. And then as you inhale, you smoothly release the engagement of your lower abdominal muscles and come back to neutral and observe neutral. And then you might start to feel more curve again in the lower back. We'll repeat. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, sink the lower belly down so the knees might pull in a little bit. Don't push it up, right? Sink it down so you can press the lower back down, let the hips roll back. So release whatever's holding on in the backs of the thighs and the buttocks. See if you can find, and take as many breaths as you need. See if you can find the middle of your waist and sink that down as well by your belly button, both sides. Maybe one side is a little further from the mat. And then smoothly release all that engagement of your abdominal muscles as you come back to neutral. You're not engaging the back body at all. You're just keeping that relaxed. And we'll do it one more time. Take an inhale, exhale, sink the lower belly down. Let your hips roll back. Press your lower back down as you roll the hips back. Lift the tailbone and sitting bone up. So you're rolling your hips like a rolling pin. Sink the middle waist down. And then find, you can even touch your lower front ribs and sink those down. So your lower back ribs come more towards the mat. And as you do that, if you relax your neck, you'll feel your chin lift and your head fall back and your shoulders curl up off the mat a little bit. And then as you inhale, smoothly release all that engagement and come back to neutral. And then just go ahead and extend your legs and come back to Shavasana and observe Shavasana. Very simple, very profound release, right? Bend your knees up one by one again. Widen your feet, the outer edges of your mat, and then start to dip your right leg in towards the center. So you're letting your right leg turn into internal rotation. Let your right hip turn in, so your right butt will start to curl up off the mat a little bit as you let your right leg fall in towards the center. Both knees are bent. And then you inhale and raise the right leg up. And adjust, roll back and forth a couple of times. And then again, let your right leg dip into the midline. So it's like a windshield wiper, but really focusing on the right leg dipping in. Now, observe the front of the leg and release the muscles all the way up under the ribs along the front of the right side of the abdomen, across the top of the right hip and the top of the right thigh. So your right butt could be all the way off the mat now. Your left leg will start to turn out a little bit more. And then inhale, raise your leg up. Come back to neutral. You can roll a little side to side, widen your inner thighs and knees so you can really feel the space. And then last time on the right, you're going to dip the right leg in. So that's internal rotation towards the center of the body. Right hip starts to come off the ground. And then you allow the right leg to reach the right knee towards the skinny edge of the front of your mat. And your right hip comes off the ground more. And then slowly you can adjust your left foot and you release the inner left thigh. So you come all the way into a wide-legged windshield wiper. So Graham, keep your feet at the outer edges of your mat. That's a windshield wiper. They're not together, right? Yeah. Don't force anything. It's a release, right? So you feel the skin and the connective tissue and the muscles lengthening. And then inhale, you come up, adjust your pelvis side to side, and then left side, right? So the left leg dips into the midline. Slow, controlled release. Allow the release, observe the release. You can make adjustments to your feet and legs. Your right leg will, come out a little, that's fine. But this is first just feeling that internal rotation of the left leg and hip. And then you come back up. And as you come back up, observe your hips rocking side to side, right? So you can roll side to side, widen your legs for a moment, release the gripping of the inner thighs. And then again, left leg dips into the midline, right? So it's turning in towards the center of the body. The right leg can turn out a little bit as the left hip lifts, and then let the left knee reach towards the front of the mat, the skinny edge. So you're lengthening all those muscles at the front of your waist and groin, right? Reach the left knee. And the left hip will be all the way off the mat. And then inhale, you come back up. Keep your feet wide as the mat. Keep widening your feet. Keep wider, wider, wider. Okay. Last time on the right, the left. The left leg dips into the midline, internal rotation. Left hip turns into and comes off the mat. And then you reach the left knee towards the front of the mat as the left hip comes off the ground, and then release the inner right thigh and come all the way into your wide-legged windshield wiper. Yeah. So don't force the top knee down, Graham. Just let it hang in space. The top knee is the left one. The bottom knee is the right one. Let that one just release, and don't push the left knee. Don't push. Just let it hang there in space. Yes. Let your arms be a little more out to the side here. Yeah. And then inhale and come back up. Slowly. Bring your feet. So try to move slowly and mindfully, like you have all the time in the world, like you're moving through molasses. Bring your feet a little closer, extend your arms straight out from the shoulders. And if you need to adjust yourself, so that you're not hitting someone else's arms or whatever, you can just go forward or back, okay? And for this, don't have a blanket under your head, ideally. So now you're going to let your legs release to the left. And you can observe how you release them together, more focus on the top or the bottom, or, kind of slowly observing what's holding on in the skin. Start at the skin. It's like the skin is stretching and lengthening, like it's a stretchy fabric, which is what it is, right? And the connective tissue and the muscles, right? So both legs release to the left, Graham. No, that's your right. To your left, everybody. Sorry, to your left. I guess I'm not mirroring you. So the feet are still apart, like a windshield wiper. Yeah. Bring your feet a little closer to your buttocks, Graham. So your knees just a little. That's too much. Yeah, there you go. Yes. Just so you find that comfortable sweet spot. And then you inhale, come up and do the other side. So the feet are not too close to the buttocks, not too far. They're not too close to each other, right? They're not as wide as when we first began. Legs to the right, head to the left, right? When you release the legs to the right, let the head release opposite of the legs in that gentle twist. And then change. Coming up, you inhale. Coming down, you release and exhale. As the legs go to the left, the head goes to the right. You can let your feet slide a little further apart. Don't force, release. Now, as you look at that right shoulder, your head is turning towards the right. Observe how the right shoulder is up towards the ear, probably. Lift your right shoulder all the way off the ground, and then find the shoulder blade in the back and draw it down and externally rotate your right arm. So that means your elbow is going to lift and you're going to turn your arm towards your head side, and your palm will face towards the top of your head. And see how that allows you to release your head to the right more. And then release your arm, raise your legs. Exhale, release the legs to the right, head to the left. Lift the left shoulder a little off the mat. So otherwise it gets stuck, right? Draw the shoulder blade down, turn the upper arm into external rotation. So the elbow point lifts up towards the ceiling. The palm faces the top of your head, and your head can release more to the left. And then you release the left arm, you raise the legs up, you release the legs to the left, head to the right, lift the right shoulder, turn the right arm into external rotation. Don't shove the ribs, release the ribs once you've turned the arm. Then lean a little more to the right, lift your left shoulder off the ground, turn your left shoulder in towards your chest. So when you turn your arms, it's from the shoulders. And so this is the wash rag, where you're twisting the arms. So the arms are turning one way, the legs another way. Release your arms. And lift your knees. As you lift your knees, the head will lift. Release your knees to the right, the head will release to the left. Lift the left shoulder, turn the left shoulder into external rotation. Lean to the left and turn the right arm into internal rotation at the shoulder. Wash rag. And see how that releases your neck. And then continue this movement in your own time, and observe. So as your legs release to one side, try not to do everything all at once, especially in the beginning, like that movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Okay, so because then you get confused. So look to the right when your knees are to the left, stay there. Your head, and let's take this away. Your head releases to the right. And then you take the right shoulder into external rotation. So your arms are engaging as your legs are releasing. Okay, then you release your arms, engage your legs to lift, change sides. Bring your feet just a little closer to your buttocks and wider apart. Yeah. And then start with a little bit more wide. Yeah. Okay. And then go again. And when you turn the arms, remember, you're doing it from the shoulders, right? And you're wrapping your arm muscles around the boat. So you're engaging the arm as you release the legs. And then you stay there. As you externally rotate the arm you're looking at, this shoulder now you lift, and you internally rotate that arm. Yes. Okay. And feel how that releases your neck. Now release your arms, lift your legs. As you lift the legs, the head comes up. Yeah. So the arm you're looking at, see, this is where you have sensory motor amnesia. It's counterintuitive. See, you're turning this in and you're scrunching your neck. That's not what you want to do. So relax your arms, turn your head, observe this gentle twist, right? Now lift this shoulder and turn this. Yes. Keep engaging and turning. Yeah, turn. Keep this arm turn. Yeah. Oh, doesn't like to move.
Yeah,
it's from here. This shoulder. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Just do the external. Forget the internal arm. Just work on the external arm. Okay. Change sides. Release the arm. Right. Try not to lift the arm so much into internal rotation. Okay. Release the legs. Yeah. Because what you normally do is internal rotation. So forget that idea. Just do this external rotation here. Yes. Feel that on this side. Let this side teach that side. Okay. All right. And then when you're done, come back to neutral. Yeah. And come back to Shavasana. See how easy and simple this is? One could do that. You can do this even if you have a nice big bed. You could do it in bed or a carpeted floor where it's warm, right? And then you just do this. It's like a reset, right? You're happy. Happy? Yes, happier than when you came in already. Okay. To Shavasana. Straight arms and legs. When you take Shavasana, remember arms come a little bit down so that if you lift your arms too high, the shoulders lift, right? So it's about halfway between your hip and your shoulder. Yeah, that's the Shavasana arm. And not to overly turn, right? Everything is just neutral and relaxed. Yes. It's anatomical neutral. Ideally. Now, don't help me, Graham. This is very overactive in you. The bicep. Don't do it. Okay. Yes. Good. Yes. Excellent. Observe that difference since when you came in, that it's able to do that. Now, do alternating knees to chest. So now you want to make sure you have enough room above your head to extend your arms overhead. Now, roll the legs in, firm the knees, extend through the inner feet, pull the outer feet back, firm the thighs. Supta Tadasana, reclining mountain pose, feet and legs together and firm, toes point up. Extend from your inner groin to your inner knee to your inner feet. Pull your outer feet back towards your outer knees. Pull your outer knees up towards your outer hips. Press the inner knees down to the mat. Press the outer knees down to the mat. Tops above the knee and below the knee. Press down. Keep the heels down as well. Make sure your legs are straight out of your hip sockets. Okay, good. That's it. Bend your elbows alongside your rib cage. Lift your chest and draw your shoulder blades down your back. Elbows close in, dig your elbows down, lift your chest up, and draw your shoulder blades down your back. Good. And then maintain the lift of the chest, widen your diaphragm, and then sink the sides of the waist down as you exhale, even as you keep the lift of the chest. Sides of the waist down, lower belly towards the spine. Roll the outer edge of the upper arm down as you sink the lower ribs and extend the back of the neck. And then extend your arms along your sides, palms face your hips. Firm your elbows, straight arms, straight legs, feet and legs together as if you're standing in Tadasana. Yep, that's it. And then inhale and take your arms overhead. Slowly touch your thumb tips to the ground like you're hitchhiking. Feel that lift of your ribs, lower front rib. Now to bring your arms down, as you exhale, you sink your lower front ribs towards the mat, and that'll start to bring your arms up. Bend your right knee, and then take your right knee. So try to use, instead of just using your arms and your leg, see if you can use more of your torso to help you do the move, right? So you're moving from the center of your body. So you interlace your fingers as you exhale and bring your knee to your chest And you're always moving. So your arms are straight, and then you come here and interlace. And when you're moving your arms, your elbows are straight. Okay. So if that means your arms have to go wide, go wide. Okay. Yeah. And relax the foot that you're holding the knee, right? And you use the hip flexors to bring the knee up. That's the muscles at the groin area. Once you get the knee up, relax the hip flexors and think about arch and flatten. As you exhale, you sink the waist. And as you sink, don't pull the knee in with your overactive arm muscles, right? But instead, sink the waist and use that sinking of the waist to release the muscles at the back. So when you engage the front, you release the back. And then that should allow the knee to come in deeper without over-engaging the hip flexors. So you're starting to understand how your body works and slow down the movement, okay? Inhale, take the arms overhead, extend the right leg, line up the inseam of the feet and legs. Exhale, first observe the ribs lifting. It's a back bend. Now, as you exhale, sink the ribs. That's going to bring your arms up quite a bit. And then take your, yes, good. Now, once you have your leg, don't just manhandle it or woman handle it into your chest, okay? But don't. Instead, use your waist. Take an inhale, push the belly out. And then as you exhale, don't pull with your arms. Sink your waist. And as you engage the front of your abdomen, release the back. And then just allow it to fall. Okay? Yes, because we overuse our arms and legs and we don't use our torso. So we're trying to work on that a little. Just hold there and breathe. And then just continue this movement on your own, okay? Take some time to explore using the principles of arch and flatten to help you get there. And also explore where you're holding and how can you learn to release there, okay? And then change legs in your own time. Inhale, you extend. Exhale, you sink the waist, right? So inhale, you're engaging the back, releasing the front. It's a back bend. Exhale, you're engaging the front, releasing the back. It's a forward bend, right? And then you get more freedom of movement if you pay attention to using the torso and as you engage the front, releasing the back. Don't grip with your arms. Don't. No, bend your elbows. Just but let them hang. So let them hang in space. They're hanging. Yeah, they're not lifting. They're not pulling. They're just hanging. Interlace your fingers. Now just let your arms relax. Just let the weight of your arms hold your knee. Yes, and breathe. Okay, inhale, belly out. Okay, yeah, let it leave very gentle. Yeah, now as you exhale, sink. Don't pull your knee, just sink here and observe this releasing and just how this might fall a little bit in, right? Take your time and release here, okay? One more time on each leg. Finish up on your left leg. Extend your arms, straight elbows, straight elbows. Extend your leg at the same time. I know, it's so tricky to move the arms and legs at the same time. Yes. Other side. One more time on the left. When you finish, come back to Shavasana. And when you're drawing one knee up, right? Extend the other leg, roll the other inseam of that thigh in and down, right? So you stay in Tadasana. Imagine you could do this standing. Relax your shoulder gram and center your head. Yes. So you're mindful of the whole body, right? And then you're overdoing that, right? Which isn't helping you. It's more this, right? Roll the inner leg down. Yeah. And exhale and sink your waist. Yes, hollow. See how you just fall when you hollow the waist? If you push the abdomen out, that stops the forward bend. That helps you. Okay. Come to Shavasana. A couple of breaths in Shavasana. I know once you get going with these, you never want to stop. I know the feeling. But this is a nice little home practice, people, to do for yourself. Put on some nice music or whatever you like, you know, so that it's joyful. Yeah. Good. Yes, good. Okay, and then we'll do single leg raises. So let's just bend your knees again up one by one, and let's do the first with one leg bent, okay? So you're gonna have your knees bent, feet flat, arms just relax out at your sides. And then as you exhale, sink your lower belly to your spine. Don't overdo it, okay? So you should still maintain a comfortable curve. You're not like forcing your tailbone up off the ground now. You're just stabilizing your pelvis and your waist, and then sink the sides of your waist down, right under your lower front ribs area, and press into the inseam of your left foot. Bring your feet about sit bone width distance apart, and then raise your right leg up, right? And affirm your right leg. So your right knee is in line with your left knee. Exhale, sink your waist again, sides of the waist down, lower front ribs a little down. And then inhale, you lower your leg down, lightly touch the calf, heel on the ground. Exhale, you take it up, right? So it's nice and easy. And you're working on using your waist muscles to stabilize your torso. So the breath moves into your chest cavity, not into your lower belly now, right? And then you raise and lower the leg. If it's easy enough, you can raise your leg higher towards, perpendicular to the ground. If it's challenging, just raise the leg up to the level of the left knee. But the main thing is keep the waist hollow. Just don't rest when you lower the leg down. There's no rest. Yeah, because otherwise then you relax too much, right? Maintain, and then you have to re-engage everything and it gets unstable. So you're maintaining that firm waist for stability. Yes, next time the right leg is up, bend the knee, lower the right foot flat so it's next to the left foot, bent leg, lower the knee and bend. Bend the knee, bring the foot next to the other foot, down. Yeah, take a breath. Release what got overactivated, okay? Adjust the feet, sit bone width, and the feet are even, toes are even, yeah. Exhale, sink the lower belly towards the spine, minimally ground, hollow and minimal, and then the sides of the waist down towards the back body. And then you press into the inner right foot, and then you're going to raise the left leg up, right? And when you raise the left leg up, keep the knees in line, Faina. Left knee in line with right knee. Lower the left knee. Lower the left leg. More. There. See how the knees are in the same line now? Yes. Firm your kneecap on the left leg. Push out through the heel. Exhale, sink the waist, lower belly and sides of the waist. Inhale the leg down. Exhale the leg up. Right? Lightly touch and go back up. Use the waist muscles to stabilize. See how you're rocking side to side? See if you can stabilize so you don't rock side to side. See if you can stabilize your pelvis so you move your leg, but your hips don't move. They stay neutral. Of course, if you're tight, your hips will move, right? That's unavoidable. But if you're looser, you can do that. Sink your ribs down, Lena. Sink your lower front ribs down. No, that's your hip, your lower front ribs. Keep going. Don't stop. Yeah. Tuck your chin a little more. So you can always, yeah, maintain here and here. Yeah. Exhale. Exhale as you raise the leg up. Exhale. Sink your waist here. Yeah. Yes. And then inhale down and exhale up. Yes. And keep, yes, that's it. Good. Yes. Okay. And then when you finish, bend your left knee, lower your left foot flat. Extend your legs and rest in Shavasana. Arms are a little bit more down, Fernanda. Remember? Yeah. Good. Okay. Palms up. Yes, Lena. Why? Shoulders turn out, right? Don't go too high because then your shoulders lift, right? So, yeah. Good. You found your rag doll. Yay. Good. Okay. Leg raises. So here you might need something under your head. And if it's too challenging, you just do one leg 6 times with the other knee bent and then change. Okay, Graham? So like this. You can do like this, like we just did. Otherwise, you're going to bend your elbows, lift your chest, draw your shoulder blades down, press the outer edge of the upper arm down, widen the diaphragm, sink the sides of the waist, lower belly to the spine. Extend the inner legs, pull the outer feet back to the outer hips. So your firm legs, press the knees down, inner, outer, above and below, right? Firm legs, Supta Tadasana. Now extend your arms, turn your palms down, okay? Exhale, sink your waist, Press your left leg down. Inhale, raise your right leg up. Exhale, down. So now it's inhale up, exhale down. Press the inseam of the right leg down as you inhale, raise the left leg up, exhale down. Okay. You can change the breath rhythm if that doesn't work for you. Try to keep your knees straight and your foot flexed, Lena. Both knees straight, both feet flexed. Yeah, and also Graham. Both knees straight, maintain. Inner feet forward, outer feet back. Yeah, that's enough. As soon as the leg starts to pop up, that's too much. Palms down by effort. Yeah, you can press a little down. Yeah. And not to go too fast, not to go too slow, but maintain the stability of your torso with the firm waist muscles. Yes, Graham, stay there and breathe. Stay there and breathe, Graham. Look at your foot. It turns in, right? So you want to, yes, like that. Yes, especially on this side. Yep. Lower it. Press that leg down. And when you press it down, don't harden here. Firm more here. Raise this leg up. Good. Now this one starts to pop up. So that's enough. Lower down. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. One more time on each leg. Stay there. Stay there. But don't bend your knee and don't throw your leg up like, right? But so you're trying to keep everything really straight, right? And stable as you do. Yes. Yes. Stop. That's enough for you. And then lower. Okay. Now rest in Shavasana. Good. Couple of breaths. Oh, we warmed you up. Take the head blanket down. It's too high. Or no. Yeah. There you go. Good. So the next thing we're going to do is belt pumping. Haven't done this one in a long time. Forgot all about it. So come away from the wall a little if you're too close. And then watch for a second. So you're going to take the belt like around the ball of the foot. And you listen, Graham, you can keep the other leg bent, and Fernanda, okay? You're a little bit tight. Otherwise, the leg is straight. And rather than holding here, you're going to hold here like this, right? And then you, oh, no, it's this. That's right. It's this. Okay, forgot. I haven't done it in a while. Like this. So see how my arms are reaching towards the ground behind me? Straight arm, straight leg. And then I pull the arms back, leg forward. So it's more about getting the, rather than going really low with the leg, more about taking the leg towards the head side. So for me, that was a little too much. Oh, that's better. But don't force, right? It's just a gentle pumping. So it's like your finger knuckles facing in, right? You're gripping the belt, thumbs point up. Yeah. And don't lower all the way, because you don't need to. It's more like just release it enough to release and then go. It's more about that direction than the other. So when you're holding the belt like this, like that. Yeah. Now relax a little that and slide your arms like that. Okay. Yes. So now it's like your arms pull your leg pulls your arms. Right? Yep. Straight arms, straight leg. And you go back and forth. It's not holding. Back and forth. Loosening it up. Yeah. 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 Good. Now try it with your left leg straight for a little bit, Fernanda. And with your arms, turn your hands like that. Yep. So this goes this way, and then that goes that way, and you go back and forth, nice and easy. Okay, pumping. Keep this leg straight. That's as far as you go. Yeah. Good. Yeah, now you're getting it. Good. Okay, change legs. Straight arms, so your arms are all the way up. Yes. There you go. Then you go both arms on the same line, maintain. This goes this way, and this goes that way. This goes this, and slow down and feel, right? Feel how this is pulling the leg, and then this is pulling the arm a little, right? Yeah, and you don't have to go too low. Yeah, maintain this leg. And so for you, you have to roll your hips this way a little. Yeah, now go. That's enough. That's too much. Yeah, pulls everything out of alignment. Maintain the leg. Maintain the pelvis. Now go. That's enough. Straight arms. Straight arms. That's enough. And then down. Yes. You feel where it's tight now? Because you just sort of avoid by letting your whole pelvis go with you. You have to get more arch in your lower back. Yeah. Okay. Is it even? Release and let go. Good. Couple of breaths. Then when you're ready, you'll bend your knees one by one, roll over onto your side, pull your waist in, and come up. Take your time. When you come up, you're going to sit on your heels. Have another blanket or bolster, whatever you need handy for Virasana, but we're going to start in Vajrasana, Thunderbolt, okay? So when you go onto your hands and knees, draw your outer ankles in, right? And you can fold your blanket over if you want a little more softness under your ankles. You can fold it in half. You don't need it all the way open like this. So you're trying to keep your inner edges of your feet towards each other, right? As you sit back. So a woman could eventually get both her heels in between her sit bones, right? Can you see that? So it's not this, heels out. You see that? Heels in. Elongate the tops of the feet, okay? Knees together, feet together. Now, it's not about squeezing the inner thighs together. It's more about the femur bones pointing straight ahead. Yeah. Yeah. Let your left knee come a little more out to the side, Faina. More. That's better. Yeah. Because the left knee comes in too much, right? Yeah. So don't squeeze your legs together quite so much, Graham. Let your knees come. Yeah. Okay. Now, if there's discomfort still on the fronts of the ankles, you can roll up this excess under your ankles too. Okay. Because it's lengthening the front of the ankle. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms out, keep your elbows bent, pinkies up, thumbs down. Yeah. Turn your hands way forward. Yeah, that's it. Good. Lift your elbows up, draw your shoulder blades down. Tailbone towards your pubis, right? And then sides of the waist back, support with the bandhas, and then extend your arms slowly forward. Okay. And you don't have to go all the way straight. Like I'm still not straight. Pinkies up, thumbs down. Now, first thing I'm going to do is turn the wrists more and more. So the wrists face in, right? Thumbs down. Yeah. Then start to squeeze the elbows in. And look here. Look here, Grant. Draw the arms back. Remember, into the shoulder sockets. Draw the shoulder blades down onto the back. Shoulders down, Faina, more and more. And chest up. Chest up. Shoulders. So this is an external rotation. And this is an internal rotation. Just like in downward dog and so many other things. Yeah. Firm waist, firm elbows, and then inhale, slowly go up. And then when you meet your resistance, stop there and breathe. Don't force through it, right? Just like we did in somatics. Lean back just a teeny bit, Fernanda, and lean back just a little in your ribs. There you go. Now, lift your waist up off your hips, right? The sides of the body. Lift the ribs up off the waist. Use that elongation of the side body to get the arms to lift more. Can you sense and feel that? And yes, Kanako, more. Yeah, good. And then turn your wrists so your pinkies are back, thumbs are not up, but forward. Slide the sides of the throat back, look up. Turn your wrists to face each other, tops of the wrists, pinkies back, thumbs forward, firm your elbows in, then bring your head back to neutral. Good. That's it. Lift your waist, lift your ribs, lift your arms. Lift more in the armpits. Lift, squeeze the elbows in. Good, and gently release. Woo! We'll do that on the other side. It's the opposite interlace, right? Change the interlace. And then keep the elbows bent. Look here, Lena, really bent, really bent, really bent. That's it, elbows up. Now find your shoulder blades and draw them down and broaden the shoulder blades. Yes, good. That's it. Then start to straighten your arms. Turning the hands before they're all the way straight. Pinkies up, thumbs down. Start to squeeze the elbows in. But here, draw the shoulder blades down, right? Inject the arms into the shoulder sockets, shoulder blades on the back. Squeeze the elbows in from the waist. Lean a little forward, Graham. Yes. And then inhale slowly, slowly. Remember, when you meet resistance, stop and go all the way down to your hips. Root your hips, lift the waist, sides of the waist, front of the waist, back of the waist up. Lift the ribs, sides of the ribs, front of the ribs, back of the ribs, up. Lift from the side body, lift the armpits. Lift, good. Turn the hands, squeeze the elbows, slide the throat back, look up. Pinkies back, thumbs forward, wrists face in, squeeze the elbows, look straight ahead. Squeeze again, lift again. Lift, look straight ahead now, Lena. Look straight ahead. Tuck your chin down. Yep. Just neutral. Yeah. Squeeze, lift. Ribs back, Fernanda. Ribs back, Fernanda. Ribs back, Kanako. Ribs back. Good. Arms back, Fernanda. Arms back. Ribs back. Ribs back. Good. Really. Very good. Okay. Hands and knees. And then you extend one at a time. So we were just extending the front of the ankle. Now we're extending the back, right? And closing the front. Very important energy point at the front and back of the ankle. So now you're opening and closing, right? We opened, now you're closing. And we had the knees bent, now we're straightening the knees. So a little counter stretch. You can do that a couple of times, okay? Then we'll sit again. Draw the outer ankles in, but this time the sitting bones come in between the heels. You're not in Virasana, right? You're still sitting on the heels. Sit bones come down in between the heels. Feet point straight back. So you're getting towards Virasana. Yep. And then this is internal rotation of the thighs and the lower leg. Feel that. Internal, 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 because they're pointing back, right? Internal. Okay. Now, chest opener. Remember, interlace the fingers behind you. Actually, before you do that, you're going to lift the shoulders up high and then roll the shoulders back. Try to get the shoulder blades together over the spine and then interlace, right? And then keep rolling the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows. So you have to lift the chest to get that, right? And then you extend and pull the shoulder blades down, bend, extend and bend and extend. Okay, do that a few times. Keep the shoulders more back. Yeah. So look here, Lena. Look here. Go up. Way as high up as you can towards your ears. Back. Squeeze the elbows. Try to get the hands together by bending the elbows. Keep squeezing. Lift the chest. Lift the chest. Yes. And then extend. Yes. Now we're getting somewhere. Good. Now maintain the arms. Good. Lean back a little. Yeah. Don't hold your breath. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Lift your arms up. Now find the reverse C in the armpit chest. Back of the armpit to the front of the armpit up, inner edge of the shoulder blades down. Lift the chest. Inner edge of the shoulder blades down, arms up. Yes. Reverse C in the armpit chest. Inner edge of the shoulder blades down, arms up. Yes. Good. Release. And loosen. We change the interlace behind and repeat. Lift and roll the shoulders back. Try to catch the hands and then change the interlace. And then lift. Oh, that side's tight. Yeah. Squeeze. And then extend. Bend and extend. Yeah, lift the chest, right? Lift it when you extend. Come on, lift the armpit. Yes, Fernanda. That much. Yes, Lena. Yes. Yes. Okay. And then the next time the arms go straight, stay there. Then no, you've got the lifted, beautiful chest. Now reset the bandhas, tailbone forward, sides of the waist back. Yeah, without losing the chest as much as you can. Then you lift the arms a little. Then you find that reverse C in the armpit chest, inner edge of the shoulder blades down, arms up, reverse C, lift the chest. Yes, inner edge of the shoulder blades down, arms up. Yes, Graham, breathe, lean back a little, good. And then release. Good, and loosen. Now, come to hands and knees. And again, stretch out. Okay, and then it's Virasana, right? So then knees together, feet apart towards the outer edges of the mat. Then you dig the flesh. Watch what I'm doing here. Fingers behind the knees. Pull the flesh straight back and spread the flesh So you're not pulling the inner knee skin, right? But the outer calf is spreading a little out to the side, right? And then you want to be sitting more on the outer edge of your lower leg, not the inner edge, right? The outer edge, right? And then you can take whatever support you need to sit on. So the heels are on the outside of the hips. You could put your hands there, right? So you can use a bolster, you can use blocks, you can use blankets. Maybe take that red blanket too, Grant. Blanket. Yes, Fernanda, getting there. Good. So remember, it's internal rotation, right? Thighs are rolled in, shins are rolled in, right? The whole leg is in internal rotation. Lift the knee. So you can stretch the front of the leg and the knee skin. Inner knee skin comes up. And remember that the knees don't have to be squeezed together. It's the thighs going straight ahead, right? And feel how the inner groin descends, and then just hook your thumbs around your outer hip area and let that also descend. And the buttocks, like slide your fingers down. Look here, slide down, right? Descend all that. Don't curl your tailbone under. No, don't do that. It's just outer hips down, inner groins down. That's it, equally. Okay. Okay. Right arm up. And then lift the right side and the left side evenly. Bend the elbow. Now, when you bend the elbow, usually what happens is the armpit turns out and the elbow turns out, right? So external rotation is armpit towards the face and elbow in towards the face, even as the arm is up and the elbow's bent. Yeah. So you can use your left hand to lift and turn. So you get your hand more towards the outside edge of the shoulder blade and walk down and see if you can grab that shoulder blade. Yes, good. And lift, maintain the lift. Right? And if it's very challenging, then you keep holding. You keep holding, right? Yep, good. And then you try to contain your front ribs. Yeah, good. And breathe. Both sides even, neck, eyes, jaw, face soft, head up, throat soft, eyes soft. Yeah, keep holding, Fernanda, like that. That's better for you. Head up a little. Yes, good. And breathe and smile. And then you extend your right arm up and down. And then we do the left arm. Turn. You can either do it by turning or just raise it up. Just raise it up, it's easier. And then make sure both sides of the ribs are facing and lift evenly. Then you bend the elbow. And then remember, you've got to turn. So this is internal rotation, right? With the elbow out and the armpit this way. You're going to bring the armpit this way, elbow this way. External rotation when you take the arm over. Yes. And then you can use the right hand to turn and walk the left hand down the back. And then you lift. Both sides even. Keep turning. And the hand should go out when you turn. Yes. Yes. Oh, that's the tight one. So keep your right arm here. Yes. And work on the lift first. Yes. Okay. Okay. Nice and easy. You can just hold it there. And then you're working on this also. A turn. Yes. Slowly, slowly. Okay. And then extend and release. And then the right arm is an internal rotation. And you bring the right arm behind, and then you can use this left hand to shimmy it up, right? Slowly, slowly, in between your shoulder blades. And then it tends to stay internally rotated. So then once you get there, you want to lift the shoulder up, and then just bring it slightly back. Don't worry about turning it. Just bring it back, and then find the shoulder blade on your back and see if you can firm it towards the ribs and down. Okay? Yeah, good. Easy on that side. The other side's going to be harder, and we know that. So then you take your left arm up and bend, and then you're going to turn. But before you bend, start to turn back, right? And then remember, because you're going to, as you bend, you want to take the hand out, elbow in, armpit in, right? And then you work towards touching. Yes. Good. Yeah. 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 Don't worry if you don't touch. Yeah. Lift your head, lift your chest evenly, and breathe. And lift your left arm up, Graham, with the effort of the arm itself. That's it, and breathe. Good. Okay. Now extend your left arm up. Take it out to the side. Slowly extend your right arm. Spiral. Okay. So now This left arm is going to go into internal rotation. Right arm is going to go into external rotation, just like we did lying down in that wash rag. Remember? Yeah. Okay. So now this arm is internal rotation, left arm. You can use the right arm to shimmy it up a little, right? Yes, you bend the elbow. Yes, good. Now look here, don't push it back. Lift it up, then slightly back, and then bend the elbow more. So see if you can get the hand up, right? So the elbow bends more. That's it. And then you take the right arm up and see if you can turn it a little, right? And encourage that elbow and arm to then shoulder blade, top of the shoulder blade out, away from the neck. See if you can touch. Lift your right arm, Graham, up, 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 and lift your head up a little and breathe. Keep lifting your right arm up with the strength of the arm. And when you do that, instead of like that, slow down with mindfulness and breath and awareness and happiness. Lift your eyeballs up and breathe. Good. That's it. Extend your right arm up, out to the side. Slowly extend your left arm. Externally rotate. Good. Change. Okay. So now you can use, remember, right? So you're going to take this one up, this one in, right? So you can do that wash rag thing, right? And then you can use one arm to help the other arm, right? Take a breath. Change. Wash rag. Use one arm to help the other arm. Don't be rough. Don't be rough. Okay. Lift the top arm, Graham. Yes, head up. Don't bring your, yes, breathe and smile. Change. Yeah. 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 Good. Yeah. And the grooviest part is you've been sitting in your office this whole time and you didn't even notice. I love that. And there's so many other things you can do. I do my neck turns and up and down. These every day and it's getting better. But don't be rough because then you pull too much, right? But you're oiling the joint, right? Allow for it. Okay. Hands and knees. Cross the legs at the ankles, sit back, and then come to Baddha Konasana. Yep, just lift your buttocks up and move your buttocks back as you move your feet forward, Graham, and widen your knees. Yep, bring your hands back behind you. Lift your buttocks up, move your legs forward. Yes, there you go. And then come to Baddha Konasana, sit on your blanket. Yes, yes, feet together, knees apart, not cross legs. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah, good. Bring your hands behind you. Sit up straight. Can you feel how this relieves your knees? Is it refreshing? Yeah. Graham, you can go higher, you know, like with your seat. Really like just fold those up into two little boxes, right? Yeah. So fold that and then again, fold it in half and half again. Fold it in, yeah. There you go. Right? If you're not going to go get your bolster, you can do that. Yeah. Okay. We won't be here forever, but I'm just giving you this. This is a kind of a nice relief, right? Go ahead and extend your legs. Good. And then come on to your, you're gonna fold this. Come to Dandasana for a moment before you undo. Yeah, really grip your knees well and lift your torso. Yeah. Yep. Good. And then you're gonna come and fold your blanket in half like this. And do it this way. Actually, start with it this way. Just come to your hands and knees. So your hands are a little wider than your shoulders, elbows straight, knees under your hips. Walk your knees a little back, Graham. You're a little too narrow in your torso. Yeah, yeah. You need some space for your torso. Yeah, that's it. So your knees should be under your hips. Maybe that's a little too far back now. Yeah, walk your knees a little more forward, Graham. And keep your knees hip width apart, means more towards your sitting bones apart, okay? Now we'll do flossing, remember? So you keep your arms straight. So your shoulder blades come together and apart, but they don't move up and down. What moves up and down? Your rib cage. See how I'm doing? Shoulder blades together. And then you push into the outer edge of the hands, shoulder blades come apart and the rib cage lifts up onto the shoulder blades. Shoulder blades together, the spine moves down and the rib cage moves down. Shoulder blades apart, the spine and rib cage move up. So focus on the movement in your upper back. Keep your lower back more neutral, right? And your head, you can have your head a little down, right? So this is together. Forget about this. Yes, shoulder blades together. Now push into the outer edge of the hands and lift the spine up. Shoulder blades, oh, go, go, go. More. Keep going. Go here. Yes, yes, now down. This, forget this. This, we're not doing it here. Here, yes. So you're trying to get the movement in your upper back. Now up. And feel how the arms and shoulder blades stay, right? They spread apart. Keep pushing up here. Push. Here. Now down. The arms and shoulder blades stay, right? They move, the shoulder blades move together and apart as the rib cage moves up and down, which includes the spine, right? Focus on the upper back. Yes, Fernanda. Squeeze the elbows, arms straight. Yeah. Don't drop the head up and down. I mean, the head will move, but yeah, and try not to move too much from here, right? It's here. Shoulder blades together. Now up. Lift up, here. Forget this. Here. Up. Yeah, feel the rib cage move onto the shoulder blades. Now drop the rib cage and spine down. Shoulder blades together. Yeah, now up. Here. Yes, and down. Okay. You see, it's a very tight and dull area, right? We can move the hips, we can move the lower ribs, but that upper back is pretty stiff, right? You're starting to sense it? Yeah, down now. Shoulder, yes, down. Now up. Up. Push up, more, up. Yes, and then down. Good. Then you can go to cat-cow, okay? From here, right? So then when you push up, you round, you release your head down and take your tailbone in and round your spine. And then you dip your chest in between your shoulder blades, lift your hips, and then look here. You move your chest and chin forward and up. Move your chest towards me and chin. Yes, and as you do that, bring the shoulders back and down. Back. So they go this way. Now bring your chest through your arms towards me. Bring your chest, yes, and roll the shoulders back. That's arch, now round. Then you go round, shoulder blades apart. Yeah, lift your yes, and then arch. Dip your chest and then move your chest forward, shoulders back. Yes, this goes back as the chest goes forward. Yes, and then round. Good. Now you start to go into child's pose, right? So as you round, you sit back a little, maybe a third of the way. And then you arch and come forward a little bit more, right? Round, pull the belly in, tailbone forward, sit closer back towards your heels, forward. Maybe you go all the way open in the front of your groin. You can adjust your hands, bring your knees more back, Graham. Yeah, lift your chest up. Yeah, not so much in your neck. Think more of your rib cage, right? And then the next time you go back towards child's pose, go all the way down. Bend your elbows and rest. Yes, Lena. I love sound. Yeah. So bend your elbows, Nako. So it's more round. Bring your knees together. For you, it's better if your knees are together. Yes. Because you have excess in that other way, right? Yeah. And also then when you come up, you go through puppy dog. So you keep your elbows bent, lift your head up. Look here. And then you glide forward, right? And then you can adjust your hands forward and you come into your cobra kind of like thing. And then look here, you could do a little twist here, right? You can twist and not just your head, but roll your shoulder and your hip. Yeah, feels good, right? Try to keep your hips more down when you do it, Lena. Yeah, yes. And then you pull your waist in and round your spine, curl your tail in. Be slow, right? Really curl your tail in and come down and rest in child's pose again. Yeah. Bend elbows. Yeah. Yeah. You take a couple of breaths and then you come up and you lift your head first. So you arch your upper back. Yeah. And then you pull your chest forward through your arms. You can walk your arms a little forward. Shoulders back. Hips down. Maybe try to get your hips more down this time. More down. And then chest up. Bend your elbows a little, Graham. Yes. And lift your chest higher than your shoulders. Forget your chin. Chest. Find it. Yeah. Yes, Graham. That's it. And then again, come back, curl your tailbone in. Rest in child's pose. Okay, and now it's good to have your blocks handy. You're going to come up on hands and knees. And then we're going to do low lunge. Right leg forward. So actually, maybe fold your mat, fold your blanket one more. Right? And then you're going to have your right leg forward, left leg back, like in the middle of your mat. Right? And then you can use the blocks or be on your fingertips. Okay? So with low lunge, your right knee starts to come forward of your toes, but your right heel stays grounded, right? And then your left leg, you can move back a little bit more. And then draw the outer left ankle in. Sorry, I'm not mirroring you. I forgot. And then press the top of the foot down and lift the back leg up, like up dog. Yeah, and reach back with your back leg towards the back foot. And look here, Graham. Sink your right knee forward of your toe as you reach your left leg back. So it's like a bow and arrow. You're going forward with your right knee, back with your left. And then you slowly lower your left knee down, come to the tips of your fingers and lift up. Yeah. Sink your hips more forward and down, Graham. Yeah. But not your chest. Keep your chest up. Yeah. Go higher on the blocks. Yeah. Bring the block closer in under your arms. There you go. Now sink your hips forward and lift your chest up and not your head so much. Yeah. Shoulders back. Lift your belly up off your thigh a little. Yeah. Even as your right knee comes forward. Okay. Changing leg. So the first one is just kind of like getting to know you, right? So you can use blocks for hands, right? And then you bring your left leg forward and then you start to go in that low lunge. Just start to go in the low lunge, right? Open the front of the right leg and groin. Yeah. Then you can either use the blocks or fingertips, draw the outer right ankle in so you're not sickling the heel out. You press the top of the foot down and lift the leg up and reach back from under the ribs through across the top of the groin. As you sink your left knee forward and down, you reach your right leg back. And then you slowly lower the knee down and lift the torso up. Yeah. Good. Okay. Yes. And then you're going to push back and change legs. Right leg forward, left leg back. Coming into that low lunge. You can adjust by, look at me. You just like lift your leg, spiral your inner left thigh up and reach back with your left leg as you reach the right leg forward. So you can adjust where you are on the kneecap and play around, right? And then lower the knee down, push back. So your right knee's over your right ankle. You can use your blocks to come up, right? Now push back a little so your left hip is more over your left knee. And then drop your outer right hip down so you're not hiking your hip up. Hips and sitting bones are level. And then lift your frontal hip points up, moving your tailbone and sitting bones forward, pulling the belly in. Now you'll feel more stretch on the front of your left leg already when you upright your pelvis, right? If you let your pelvis spill forward, you won't get as much stretch, right? And you'll take it in your lower back. So then slowly, instead of taking it in your lower back, take it in the front. Okay, so slowly you can keep your hands here to help upright your pelvis as you sink your hips. Oof. At some point you can reach your arms down and sink your hips, right? And then you can take your arms forward and up. Yes, good, and sink your hips. Sit your right buttocks down on your right heel. Now, find your lower back ribs and move that spine in, and coil your spine in and up towards your head, and then take your head back. Don't let it fall too back. Squeeze your elbows in and reach your arms back a little more. Good, that's beautiful, Fernanda, good. And then exhale and bring your hands down. And step back and change leg. Okay, so you're on that low lunge. And then you can adjust your back leg, spiral that inner right thigh up, reach the right leg back as you sink the left knee forward, open the front of the right groin and leg. Yep, and then push back, left knee over the left ankle. You can use your blocks, right? And then push back, right hip over the right knee. Don't lean your shoulders back so much, Graham. Lean forward in your chest a little. Yeah. Lift your head a little and center your head. Not so much, just neutral, right? Draw the belly in towards the spine like we've been doing. That will help you release the lower back, engage the front, right? Upright the pelvis. Can you feel that? It's like it's flatten. This is arch. This is flatten. Okay. Maintain flatten, right? Direct the buttocks down, frontal hip points up, and slowly go. Ooh, that front right leg is a little tight. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ooh. Don't sickle your back foot. Try to point your back foot. Lena, your right foot more out to the right. Your whole right lower leg. Yes, there you go. Now, look here, Lena. Don't keep moving the toes. Move the knee over the toes. Yeah, there you go. That's low lunge. Yeah. Then extend your arms. Lift your torso up off your thigh. Yeah. Then you can take your arms up. Straight elbows. Now, look here. Look here. Look here. Don't start from your neck. Start from your ribs and then coil your spine in and lift your chest. And then your head goes back a little bit as a consequence of that. Squeeze your elbows. Squeeze your elbows. Yes, Graham. Squeeze your elbows. Triceps. Yes. Thumbs in towards the fingers. Yes. Squeeze your elbows. Yes. Lift your chest. Chest. Look up a little, Graham. Good. That's it. And then release. Good. Okay. And then step back. Rest in Virasana forward. You can have your blanket under your legs, right? Your feet can hang off the edge. Turn the blanket the other way, Graham, so you're wider for your knees. Yeah. Virasana forward. Yeah. Good. Breathing into the back body. Observe the ribs expanding into the skin of the back, releasing into the back. You can extend your arms or bend your elbows. You do what feels right to you in the moment, right? Then we're going to come up onto hands and knees, curl the toes under and lift the hips up and come into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Right? Lift the front legs up as you reach the back, heels back and down from the elbows, broaden the shoulders. And then instead of letting the chest dip in between the shoulder blades, lift the ribs up into the shoulder blades. Feel that connection. And then just release your head down from your elbows. And then move your inner groins back, outer hips back. Take the whole side body back using the hips and legs. Turn your hands a little more out, Faina. Widen your feet a little more, Faina. Wider, and go and turn your upper arms into external rotation, like that. Yes, keep broad here. Now, this is like, lift this up into my fingers. Up, up, up. More. Towards me. And round here. Yes, not your head. Here. Push into my hand here. Yes. So you're moving your ribs onto your shoulder blades. And then take everything back. But keep this. Keep this. Nope. Yes. Hips in line with arms. Yes. Good. Good. Spread your fingers, Graham. Spread your fingers more, Graham. Don't turn your hands. Just spread your fingers apart from each other. Turn your hands out a little. And don't extend your thumbs too much, but spread the fingers. Yes, and press in there. Yeah, good. And open that. Walk your feet a little more back with your feet, Graham, and a little wider. Yes, there you go. Lift your hips up any amount and take your chest towards your thigh. Yes, good. Come down and rest in child's pose. Bring your knees a little more forward, Graham, on that blanket. Yes. Or you could move the blanket back. There you go. Good. So more of your lower leg is on it. Good. Good. Yes. And Kanako, always better for you to do a little bit more towards child's pose, right? Knees closer. Yeah. Yeah. To round your back a little more. Yeah. Good. Okay. When you feel rested, you're going to inhale, lift your head up. Glide forward into that cobra-like up dog. You can even lift your knees up, and then curl your toes under, lift your hips up into down dog. Firm elbows, firm knees. Yep, good. Hips up. Good. Legs back. Now inhale, come to plank pose. Push-up position. Stay there and breathe. Lift the thighs and lift the rib cage up into the shoulder blades. Don't sink. Yeah, good. Feet can be hip width apart here, Lena. Hip width apart. Right, and don't sink. Don't sink. Yeah, stay lifted and then look down in between your hands. So you have a straight line. Good. Exhale, down dog. Down dog. Hips up. Good. Pull the thighs back. Good. Lift the hips more, Kanako. Yes. Inhale, push up. Straight arm chaturanga. Yes. Stay there and breathe. So your head and neck are in line with your spine. Don't sink. Lift the rib cage up into the shoulder blades. Yes. Meet the rib cage to the shoulder blades. Feel that. Good. Head up a little, Graham. And when you lift the head, tuck the chin. Yeah. And stay breathing. Don't stop breathing. Yes. Good. Exhale, down dog. Lift your hips. Yes. As you lift your hips, tilt your sacrum in. Yes. Yes. Inner groins back, outer hips back, reach your heels down, Kanako, and back. Yes. Good. And then come down and rest in child's pose or Virasana forward. Very good. Good. The next one, you're going to come up. Again, you can come up, through hands and knees to down dog, or you can go up dog to down dog, come to down dog. Firm elbows and knees. Inner groins back, outer hips back. Lift the rib cage up into the shoulder blades as you release the head down. Then you're going to inhale to plank, and through plank, you're going to go to up dog, keeping the toes curled under. Knees up. Yeah, knees up. Good. Pull the hips forward, chest up. Knees up. Lift your knees. Straight knees. Yeah. Straight knees. Yes. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, up dog. You go through that push-up, right? Shoulders back, chest up. Extend the inner heels back, pull the hips forward, lift the chest up. Good. Exhale, down dog. When you lift the chest, don't do it from the chin, right? And then inhale through push-up to up dog and breathe there. Good. Breathe there. Good. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Breathe. Good. You others can move. Now you're sinking here. No. You got to stay lifted. Move your chest forward and up, not from your chin, from your chest. Yeah. Okay. And then down. So don't sink here, right? Push that up. Good. Okay. Good. Come to rest when you feel complete in child's pose or Virasana forward. Good. Good. You okay, Fernanda? Okay. All right. Good. Yeah, we're warming up, huh? Okay. And the next, we'll do a quickie. Okay. So we're going to do a quick, because the time always flies. So take your blanket, open it up again, like so. Have some props handy. You're going to come up into down dog, feet together, lift the heels, take the chest to the thighs, take your right leg up, then bend, nose to knee, head up, bring the right knee in front of the right wrist. Okay, and then prepare for Ikapada pigeon prep, right? Okay, so you're coming to down dog, feet together, okay? And then take the chest to the thighs as you lift the heels, take the ribs on the shoulder blades though. And then raise your right leg up. Roll the inner right thigh in, right? And up towards the ceiling. Extend the front of the leg, right? And then bend your knee and round, nose to knee. Then lift your head, look to your right wrist and bring your right knee just in front of your right wrist. Then you can move the right knee a little out. So look here, Graham. Yeah, so the right foot comes in front of the left straight leg groin. Like that, more. Now you walk your left leg back and your hands, walk your hands back. Here's where you can use your blocks also, right? Okay, as needed. Okay, or you can come on your fingertips. So look back, see that your left leg points straight back. Walk your hands closer to your hips. Walk your hands back more, Nina. Back, yes. So you're lifting your torso. So you're stretching the front of the left thigh still, right? So this, and so use your block, Faina. This will be good for you. Use your block. Yes. There you go. But at the same time, see if you can reach your left leg back and get your perineum down, even as you lift your right hip up off your right thigh. Outer right knee to outer right hip, roll the left buttock around, back of the left thigh around so the hips stay square. Yes. Now lift your back knee off the ground like up dog. Yeah, but sink your hips down. Yes, and open the front of your ankle and lift your right hip up off your thigh. Yes. Lower the knee, curl the toe under, and then lift the knee up, like the up dog we did with the toe curled under. Yeah. That's it. right? Stretch that leg back. Roll the left buttock around, back of the left thigh around. Stretch the leg back. Lower the perineum down. Ah, yeah, okay. Lower the leg. Now you can go into that lovely hip stretch. You can move the right foot a little forward as you like, but your right butt comes off the ground. You roll towards the left thigh, but both, and relax your right foot. Don't flex it. Both hips are square, right? So you're not rolling to one side or the other. You take a few breaths. And that lovely hip stretch. Move your right knee more out to the side, Graham, and move your right foot more forward. Yeah, that way. Yeah, just that much. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Now roll towards your left thigh, not your right hip. Roll towards your left. Yes. Yes. Stop. That's enough. Just the top of the left thigh. Yeah, that's enough. That's too much. Be in the center. Yes. There you go. Yeah, just like that. How's that for you? Where do you feel it? Huh? It's okay. You're tight. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now you're going to come up and do that on the other side, right? So you can come up to down dog again. And then firm elbows, firm knees, walk your feet together. Lift your heels, take your chest towards your thighs, but then again, lift the rib cage onto the shoulder blades, okay? Now lift your left leg up and extend from the front of your left leg. Outer right knee up to the outer right hip as you roll that inner left thigh up to the ceiling. Extend the front of the leg so it's straight, right? Then bend your knee, round your spine, nose to knee. Lift your head, look to your left wrist. Bring your left knee in front of your left wrist. Left foot a little forward. Walk your right leg back. Walk back onto your fingertips. Yeah, that's it. Good. Look back at your right foot. Yeah, make sure that, yes, good, Graham. That's it. Then you press the top and then you right buttock around, back of the right thigh around, outer left knee to outer left hip, right? So your hips are square. And the outer ankle, you're not sickling your heel out. Press the top of the foot down, lift the knee up like up dog, right? And then lift the left hip up off the thigh, like we were doing in those lunges. Take your blocks a little higher, Faina. Take your blocks higher and lift the left hip up off the thigh. Yes. Now reach your right leg back and sink the perineum down even as you keep that left hip up off the thigh. Move your right leg more back. Walk your hands back towards your hips. Move your back leg back more. Keep going. Keep going. Keep moving your back leg back. Move your back leg back towards the wall behind you. Yes. Yes. Now lift your left hip up off your. Yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Curl the right toes under and lift. Roll that inner right thigh up towards the ceiling. Right buttock around to the front. Left knee to left hip. Extend. Reach the heel back. Lift the left hip up off the thigh. Sink the perineum down. Curl your back toes under, Graham. Lift the knee up. Yes, more. Walk the blocks way back towards your hips, way back towards your hips. Fernanda, in, towards under your shoulders. Lift your left hip up off your thigh. Lift your right neck and press back. Yeah, okay. Good, okay. And lower. Now, before you come down, you might want to adjust your front foot a little forward. Just be very mindful you don't hurt your knee, okay? Knee out to the side more if you can, Faina. Yes, foot more forward, knee out to the side more. Now walk your right leg back, walk your right leg back, walk your right leg back. So your heel comes in front of your groin. Keep going, right leg back, reach back, more. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There you go. Now you go. Yes. Yes. Good, Graham. Roll a little more towards your right. More. Yes. Yes. Okay. And then up you come. And you curl your back toes under and you lift up and you come into down dog. Walk yourself back to Uttanasana. Couple of breaths. And then you come all the way up. Okay. So we don't have much time. Can we squeeze it in on Uttanasana? Can we squeeze it in? Take your bolster. You have your block. And you can use a chair if you like also, right? And if you know you need 4 bolsters or 3 bolsters or whatever you need, you take it, okay? I won't take one, actually. I'll use So it is good for this to open your blanket up all the way, like so. Okay, and then you have one bolster and blanket or three bolsters, like a pyramid or whatever you need. Okay. Then you're going to put the chair kind of close in, like so. Okay. Put that blanket on top of the two bolsters, fold it in half and put it on top. Yeah, just like that, in the middle. Yeah, there you go. No, flat. Yeah, there you go. So then you can put your hands on the chair, bring your right leg forward. Right? Then you're going to start to slide your right leg forward. Maybe you need the chair a little bit. You'll adjust, right? And then you're going to bring your left leg back, right? So you can use your blocks also, okay? Then you and you can lift your back leg up like we've been doing. Look here, Graham. You can lift and spiral that left leg, right, in. And so think about the left leg first. Left leg, so your perineum is on the bolster. Sit your pelvic floor down on the bolster. There you go. Yes. And then ideally, look here, Graham, if you had a little blanket under your heel, it would slide more. Okay. That's enough. More than enough. Yeah, more than enough. Pull the chair back. Yes, towards you. Because then you can push into the chair to lift upright. Yeah, that's it, Graham. Yes. Try to lift your head up and smile. And breathe. Don't hold your breath. If you hold your breath, you can blow a gasket. Now look here, Fernanda. See how Graham has his more like a pyramid? Take two on the floor and one on top of the two in the middle, like a pyramid. Okay. And then you really want to try to square the hips, right? Outer right knee back to the outer right hip, left buttock around to the front, and then lift up. Yeah, so you need more height, maybe. Take another bolster, maybe. Yeah, another flat. Then you're going to change legs, right? So you can come back to hands and knees, left leg forward, right? So you start to slide the left leg forward, right leg back. Then you can, do like we did with the up dog. You can use the blocks, come up on the top of the back foot and roll that right buttock around, back of the right thigh around, right? And then you can use the blocks or the chair. Yeah. Head up to ground. Yeah, lift the chest more than the shoulders. Yes, and smile. See how the blanket helps to slide. Yeah. Yes, Lena. Yeah, and then if you want, you can try with the chair. You can put your foot in front, right? And look here. Look what I do. Right? So you explore, right? Yeah. Uh-huh. Good. And then you're going to change. Right leg forward, left leg back. End up with the perineum on your support. And then you can adjust, right? So roll your left buttock around to the front, back of the left thigh around to the front. Outer right knee to outer right hip. So yeah, try to bring your right buttock around, back of the right thigh around, Fernanda. Yeah, keep going. Bring your right buttock, the back leg. Yeah, so you're like this. You're right, you've got to bring your pelvis, so you have to draw the right leg back. Yes. Now use the chair. Can you reach it? Nope. Okay, pull it all the way towards you, all the way. There you go. All the way. All the way. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. Change. Ooh. Yes. Is it too easy for you, Kanako? Okay. Okay. All right. Yes. Yes, Fernanda. Come on, Graham, your inner cheerleader is coming out. Roll the right buttock around, back of the right thigh around, inject the left leg. Try to lift the left hip off the thigh. Yeah. Okay. One more. Third time's the charm. Third time's the charm. Oop. Yeah, right buttock. Draw the right leg back into the hip socket. Yes, and bring your left hip around to the front more and more for now. Yes. Yes. That's it. And then maybe you can do this. Yes, good Lena. Good Lena. Look at Lena. Lena's doing it. That's so beautiful. Okay, and then you can turn towards your back leg. And then you can turn away. You can use the chair. Oh, that's better. I love that twist. Yes. Come back to the center and change. Of course, one could do a forward bend over the front leg too. Yeah, that's also nice. Good, Emily. Yeah, exactly. Padmanasana is really a back bend. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so play around, get the hips square, lift upright, explore. Maybe you take the arms up. And go back. Yeah, we didn't do the quad stretch at the wall because there's only so much time to play around. And then the day has to continue, right? And then you can twist towards the back leg and you can twist away from the back leg. And you can go forward over the front leg. Oh, and then you can unwind your tired self when you've had enough. Okay, and you can either rest with your legs up on the chair or your legs up the wall. I suggest legs on the chair. I think it's going to be nice for your groins. Yeah, softness on the chair and warmth, and softness under your upper body and warmth and under your head is needed, right? So you want to have the chair the right distance, and it should, you don't want it necessarily too cold and hard, right? So then you can put a blanket there, and if you're short and your legs are not comfortable with the chair, you can put more blankets under your body, right? Or you can just put 2 bolsters down and rest your legs on bolsters instead of the chair. It's a good rest. I highly recommend it. So if you have back pain at the end of a long day or whatever flight, this is the best thing. You can do this for as long as you like, 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. You can adjust the blanket, head blanket, the chair. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I think I have one. Remember the beginning of class, the rest that you had there, right? So come back to that sense, Shavasana, corpse pose, letting go of holding on. Is the chair okay for you? Is it okay? Maybe give you a little more height. Head up. Lift your head for a sec. Down. Okay. Mm-hmm. Just, yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, it's not lifting your butt off the ground. Okay. You feel good there? Okay. Lift your head and don't help. Don't help. Cannot help. Try not to help. Try to not do anything. Like a rag doll. Don't lift. Drop your elbow. There you go. And you don't engage. Don't do. Don't. Breathe. Just don't do. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. Just breathe. Take a little deeper breath. And then when you're ready, pull your feet to the front edge of the chair and be in Baddha Konasana there. Let your knees fall apart. And then bring your legs together, roll over onto your side. Take a moment there. And then when you're ready to come up, turn towards the ground and pull your waist in and use your arms and waist to come up. Head is the last thing to come up. You can sit cross-legged on your bolster or blanket. Rest your forearms on the chair and head on your forearms for a few breaths. Take 2 bolsters, Graham. And then after some time, you change the cross of the legs and the cross of the arms. Should be nice and round and soft. And then after some time, extend your legs and rest your head and forearms on the chair. Yeah, push the chair way forward, Fernanda. Push the chair more forward. Yeah, try that. Oh. Maybe not. Yeah, so then alternatively, what you need is support under your buttocks, right? Yeah, yeah. So bring that blue blanket under your buttocks. Better, right? Yeah, you can pull the chair closer. Yeah. Do your forearms like this. Look here. Yeah, there you go. Good. Okay. All right. And then come up and sit. Take a moment in easy pose. Supposedly not easy for all. Sukhasana. Take your hands to heart center. Lift your heart. And then bow your head to your heart. And be there for a few breaths. And then roll your upper arm bones back. Release your hands down. Keep your head down. Lift your chest up with your head down. And then with your eyes closed, on an inhale, slowly curl up the back of your head. Come to neutral and relax any parts of your body that are overdoing. And engage those that might need to engage. And then drop into your heart center and expand to the back, the sides, as well as the front in all directions. And then with soft eyes and a soft, broad, all-encompassing wise and compassionate gaze, allow your eyelids to gently float open. Namaste. Thank you. Enjoy the day. Rain is coming.